Imagine a young boy, barely 13 years old. He stands in a dusty village, holding a heavy wooden stick. Across from him is a grown man, a trained samurai with a sharp blade of steel. The crowd laughs. They see a child playing a game he cannot win. But the boy does not feel small. He does not feel afraid. He moves like a heavy stone rolling down a mountain. In one quick motion, the boy strikes. The samurai falls. That boy was Miyamoto Musashi. It was his first duel, and it was his first victory. You must train day and night in order to make decisions quickly. Miyamoto Musashi. Throughout his long life, he fought over 60 times against the most dangerous men in Japan. He never lost, not even once. You're watching this because you want to know how to win. You're tired of feeling like the world is pushing you down. You feel the weight of your bad habits, the cold shadow of loneliness, or the sharp sting of failure. You try to change, but it feels like you are fighting a ghost you cannot touch. You ask yourself, why do others succeed while I am left behind? What do they have that I lack? Listen to my voice. Winning is not a gift from the sky. It is not a secret energy. It is a physical reality. Think of a sword. A sword is just a piece of iron until it is heated, beaten, and cooled. If the iron is weak, the sword breaks. If the iron is pure, the sword cuts. Your life is the same. If you want to always win, you must stop looking for a shortcut and start looking at the tools in your hands. The primary thing when you take a sword in your hands is your intention to cut the enemy, whatever the means. Miyamoto Musashi. Most people lose because they are not heavy enough. When a storm hits, a leaf is blown away, but a rock stays where it is. When you have no discipline, you are the leaf. You follow your feelings. You follow your hunger. You follow your sadness. A winner is a rock. He decides where he stands, and he does not move. Musashi did not win because he was lucky. He won because he was prepared. He once said that you must be the same in your daily life as you are in a fight. If you are lazy at home, you will be weak in the world. If you are messy with your time, you will be messy with your goals. Think about your hands right now. Are they steady? Think about your breath. Is it deep and slow or shallow and fast? To win, you must control the temperature of your mind. A hot mind makes mistakes. It acts out of anger or fear. A cold mind sees everything clearly. It sees the opening. It sees the path. When you feel an addiction calling your name, or when you feel the urge to give up, your mind becomes hot and cloudy. You must cool it down with the ice of logic. Ask yourself, does this action make my blade sharper or does it make it dull? If it makes you dull, drop it. Under the sword lifted high, there is hell making you tremble. But go ahead, and you have the land of bliss. Japanese wisdom. Many of you feel alone. You feel that nobody understands your struggle? Musashi spent most of his life walking alone. He did not have a fancy house. He did not have a soft bed. He lived in the woods and the mountains. But he was never lonely. Why? Because he was his own best friend. He had a purpose that was heavier than any sadness. He knew that if you rely on other people to feel strong, you will always be weak. True strength is like a deep well. Even if the ground around it is dry, the water inside is cool and plentiful. You must build that well inside yourself. When you wake up and you do not want to work, remember the weight of the sword. If you do not lift it, you cannot use it. Every small win counts. Cleaning your room is a victory. Finishing a difficult task is a victory. Saying no to a craving is a victory. These are the bricks that build your fortress. If you build your fortress one brick at a time, eventually no enemy can get inside. Do nothing which is of no use. Miyamoto Musashi. Winning is also about motion. Have you ever watched water flow in a river? If it hits a large stone, it does not stop. It goes around it. It finds a new way. If the river is blocked by a dam, the water waits. It builds up pressure. Eventually, the dam breaks. You must be like that water. Do not fight the world with brute force. Fight it with adaptability. If one path is closed, look for another. Do not complain about the stone in your way. Use the stone to rise higher. Musashi was a master of this. In his most famous duel, he fought a man named Sasaki Kojiro. Kojiro had a very long sword, famous for its reach. Musashi did not try to find a longer sword. He arrived late. He made his opponent angry and tired of waiting. He arrived on a small boat, carving a wooden sword out of an old oar. He used the sun to blind his enemy. He did not win because he was stronger. He won because he was smarter. He understood the physics of the moment. He used the light, the time, and the wooden tool to overcome the steel. Today is victory over yourself of yesterday. Tomorrow is your victory over lesser men. Miyamoto Musashi. Look at your life today. How many things are you doing that are of no use? Scrolling through your phone for hours? That is a dull blade. Complaining about things you cannot change? That is a heavy weight on your back. Chasing people who do not care about you? That is walking in the wrong direction. To win, you must strip away everything that is not necessary. A samurai travels light. He only carries what he needs to survive and to fight. Simplify your mind. Simplify your day. Focus on the one thing that matters right now. If you are sad, move your body. Sweat is the medicine for a heavy heart. If you are confused, sit in silence. The truth usually hides behind the noise of your own thoughts. If you are failing, look at your reflection. The reason for your failure is not the world. It is the man in the mirror. But the solution is also in the mirror. You have the power to sharpen your mind starting this very second. Winning is a habit. It is not a one-time event. It is the way you tie your shoes. It is the way you speak to yourself. It is the way you face the morning. If you win the morning, you win the day. If you win the day, you win the year. If you win the year, you win your life. Do not be afraid of the pain of discipline. The pain of discipline is light, like a feather. But the pain of regret is heavy, like a mountain. Which weight do you want to carry? Remember the story of Musashi on that island. He stood on the sand, facing a man who everyone thought was better than him. He looked at the long, beautiful sword of his enemy, and he looked at his own piece of carved wood. He did not feel inferior. He knew that his preparation, his stillness, and his focus were sharper than any steel. When the moment came, he moved with the certainty of a falling tree. One strike. The duel was over. You are on your own island right now. Your enemy is your doubt. Your enemy is your past. But you have the wood in your hands. You have the lessons of the masters. You have the strength to stand tall. Stop waiting for someone to save you. A Ronin has no master. He is the master of himself. Stand up, straighten your back, breathe. The battle has already started. And you are going to win. Focus on the next step. Just the next step. That is where victory lives. Go out and be the stone. Be the water. Be the samurai of your own soul. Your life is waiting for you to take command. Do not let it wait any longer. This is your path. Walk it. The road to self-mastery is long, and most will fall by the wayside. If you are ready to walk this path in silence, to forge your mind into a weapon of strategic calm, then join our ranks. Subscribe to Ronin Mindset to sharpen your intellect and conquer your own chaos. Do not just watch, evolve. Your journey begins with a single decision.